Hey guys, welcome to Pie Hoops. I'm Parker Eilert and this is my dad.
Hey buddy, you ready to talk some hoops tonight?
Yes sir. Today we're going to be discussing Chet Holmgren.
Whew, that's a good topic this week with the draft coming up. All right, Park, you tell me, should Chet Holmgren be the #1 pick in the draft this week?
I think that he should because he's 7 foot tall. He can stretch the floor. He's an amazing shooter for a big man. He has a large wingspan so he can protect the rim and get blocks. So I think that he will transition into the NBA very well. Some people question his durability because he's only 195 pounds, less than most of the guards. So
that's not very much.
And I think that if he puts on some muscle, then he can develop into a great player. But otherwise, I think he will definitely be a good NBA player.
So you're thinking good NBA player no matter what, great NBA player if he can get a little muscle put on.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think?
I'm going to differ from you on this. I'm going to go back to Orlando Magic post-draft 1993 style, and I've heard a lot of people talk this last week about the 3 #1 picks that the Orlando Magic have had, and you know this, but Shaq was the #1 pick, Dwight Howard was the #1 pick, and people keep talking about Penny Hardaway too, but Penny Hardaway wasn't a #1 pick. Penny Hardaway was the #3 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
And Orlando had the #1 pick, and they actually took Chris Webber, and they traded Chris Webber for Anthony Hardaway, who was the 3rd pick.
Yeah. And
then they also got like a 2nd-round pick or something else with him. And so they got a little bit extra. I'm going to say that this week, that's the route that Orlando should go. I think that maybe they do draft Chet Holmgren #1, but they don't keep him. They use him as trade bait for someone a little bit farther down. Maybe they trade him for somebody who's a 3rd pick or a 4th pick. Something kind of like what happened with Luka Doncic and Trae Young a couple years ago, where they drafted Luka 3rd, and then they drafted Trae 5th, and they swapped players. I think we're going to see something like that happen. If not, I think that maybe Orlando actually trades that #1 pick before the draft for maybe the 3rd or 4th pick or something like that, gets that 3rd or 4th pick plus something else, maybe a 2nd-round pick. For me, I do think that Chet Holmgren has amazing potential, but I also see how frail he looks, and I'm a little bit worried he turns into, he's a very different style of player. He's a Kevin Durant skill set, but I also don't know that he has the lightning quickness that Kevin Durant has. Yeah. And so I don't know, and for me, because of the I don't knows, I don't think I could waste the #1 pick on him. I think I would want to go with something else and try to even get a little bit extra by trading him.
All right, Dad, we'll see who's right on Thursday night. Like, subscribe, comment down below who you think is right, and we'll see you next time on Pie Hoops.